A warm December welcome to everyone to the Peace Drops for December 2024. In this special month of December, a month where we focus on light more than usual, the Peace Drops team has thought of dedicating this month for sending light to the land and the people that inhabit the land. Land degradation is one of the world's most pressing environmental problems, and it is expected to worsen unless rapid remedial action is taken. Our contribution to this is to create awareness as well as encourage everyone to spread the light of hope, peace, unity, and compassion to our land and people. There will be 2 short videos that will assist in this, as well as an excerpt from a presentation which was made in the COP16 in Riyadh, which by the way is still ongoing. So enjoy this month's episode.
We are blessed. Wherever we are standing or sitting at this time, it is because of the ground under our feet. Whatever we have eaten is because of the soil that plant has grown in and taken nutrients from. Whatever shelter we've had protect us, or transport that has moved us from one place to another, uses resources that ultimately come from the land. We give thanks. Take a deep breath and relax. Let's take the next few minutes to give thanks to the land that sustains us. Take another deep breath. Sit comfortably in a balanced and stable position. Gently focus your gaze on a point opposite you, or you can close your eyes. Take another deep breath. Consider again the great benefits we take from the land and the soil around us. Unfortunately, that land has often not been cared for or respected by our human species. Unfortunately, the land and soil has been exploited, misused, and abused. Unfortunately, the land and soils of this beautiful planet have been taken for granted. They have been neglected and walked upon indiscriminately. Unfortunately, these gifts of land have even been polluted and fought over, and blood has been spilled on the land. Take a deep breath. Now is a moment we can give back. Now is a moment we can shed light and love on the land and the soils that have given us so much. Now is a time when we can discern what is the most sustainable uses for our land, and we can decide how to rejuvenate the soils and make them naturally fertile and productive for generations to come. Take a moment and go within. Take a moment and connect with your best, purest self. Take a moment and connect with the wisdom of the cosmos or that higher power you believe in. And let that pure power and light shine bright within. Let that light bring peace and healing and wisdom to you and your efforts. And let that light, let that enlightened energy shine forth onto the land. Let the light of peace and healing and restoration shine forth. In gratitude for the land, in gratitude for the soil, in gratitude for the sustenance we so generously receive. And let's allow this light to guide our thoughts, our words, our actions, and our interactions as we work to regenerate and renew our relationship with the land. A relationship as caretakers and stewards of the land, a relationship of gratitude, humility, and reciprocity as we honor our mother, the earth. Take a deep breath and spread this positive, healing light into the world. Take another deep breath and come back to your seat and prepare to take this peaceful, powerful energy with you into the day. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks, Patricia, and all. In my local language, we call our motherland is like a mati, which means black mother, Kai Ai, and we used to call our mother Ai. So it's like a deepest connection with our mother and with our land. And all our festivals and ceremonies, if you see, they are all evolved and they are all resonating with the feminine energy and the feminine power. If you see, we have the winter harvest, and that time we have one festival, and that festival we used to took a soil and put some 11 or 21 types of seeds on that soil, and after 10 days it grows in the dark room. So we call it as a Dashera festival. And after 9 days, the sprouts are came. And this is the test for women at my place, which seeds are good for preserve for next year and which seeds will give them the food freedom and food security, and which seeds they can grow and transfer this genetic inheritance to their future generation, so they have this safety for the food. So this is the one story, and we have the history of similar story of the seeds when our kings and their soldier used to go for uh, conquering the land, or they are going for something. They used to sow the seeds on the trail when they are going, and when they are returning, there are lots of chances to the routes, because that time there are not highways and all these things. But the seeds, the native seeds they have sown, they are maybe starts flowering or fruiting, and they used to understand, oh, these are the seeds which we have sown, and this helps them to come back to their land, to having like the relationship with their own home. So these are the two stories of seeds, and we are working with the communities of women in India The region is the Kutch. Kutch is the driest region in the India, and it's one of the largest district. And this is the very beautiful story. I never seen the Kutch before, and I just watched one trailer of the movie. The movie is the Helaro, and in that movie they have shown the condition of the women living there, and they didn't have the right to the do the dance. They have local dance which is called a garba, and they didn't have the right to for that dance. And it felt me I have to go there and I have to live with them. I didn't know their current situation, but that movie inspired me to go there. And how's the story of regeneration start? And this is the story of building resilience and food system in those villages. And this is one of our initiative is called as a sacred seed initiative. So you know what, in overall the world, the hybrid seeds and the seeds are four, three, four companies taking monopoly of the seeds. But we have the seed heritage, and where in our like marriage, when women goes to next home, their mothers used to give them the seeds. So for the security of her home or her family, there may be some climatic events, climatic crisis happens, but she should have this uh, precious thing with her, so that she didn't need to beg to someone. So seed having such a power. So we used to hold this sacred seed initiative, where we used to do the seed meditation. So we used to embrace the power of Mother Nature, a power of Supreme Divine, and we used to hold this space with different vibrations. And then we used to give these seeds to all the women, so that they can save their own seeds and they can share their abundance with the neighbors and neighboring villages. This is the one story of seed. And the second story of resilience, Patricia mentioned. Similarly, in our India, in my place, particularly Maharashtra, we have largest number of farmer suicides. But you have never heard the women farmer did the suicide. So women have such a resilience. She's fighting with so many things, but she is having courage. But I'm not here talking about whole world is like we are chasing this materialism, and we are trying to be more dominant, more proving the some things to in front of our communities or anywhere. But this masculine energy is like this is the urge for all of us, like to prove ourselves, to be independent, to strong alone, stand alone. But I feel for healing the landscape, or for healing the communities, or being like bringing that oneness and understanding this concept of interbeing, like we are not alone, we are the feminine energy, we all having the masculine and feminine energy, and we need to embrace our feminine power for healing our lands, healing our mother nature. Because women having such a powerful thing of understanding and care, and world needs today this connection. We world is screaming for connection, so we are doing mother nature circles with our community. So in our mother nature circles, we are embracing the power of soil, where we used to take the soil test with a like simple test of soils, and then we used to like have this like a scramble, how it feels. Is it like your tea? If it's like a tea, it shows it's having organic matter. So it's like women are the real expert. They didn't have the PhD, but they have wisdom of medicinal plants. They have the wisdom of native trees, and they have the wisdom how to preserve this food, because we have lots of food things which can be preserved and used for like different seasons, or maybe there are some challenging situations. So how these women in my place, they are like building the community gardens. Community garden is something which is for community, and it started from World War I and World War II, where all the communities are coming together, and they are planting diverse more than 50 different species of trees for their own like belongingness. And here I want to like sum up with something which is called moi in Japanese, which is called the group of people or group of women. So moi is like something which makes women to live longer, or like anybody to live longer. Here they call about women just because women having that connection with each other, if they come together they can embrace this power of regeneration, and they can like transfer these seeds of hope and healing, and they can spread the root of resilience together and give the future generation true paradise that I always wanted in my childhood. I wanted to see the flourished gardens, and we can give this jannat to our future generation. Thank you and shukran.
I sit comfortably while relaxing my body, breathing gently, and allowing my mind to be peaceful. In the silent peacefulness of my mind, I visualize myself as a tiny point of light. I am a being of light. In this awareness, I experience myself to be a radiant light, illuminating my environment, spreading light of my inner qualities, qualities of peace, of love, of purity, wisdom, and compassion. I focus my attention on the state of the world, and in particularly the land on which we live, sending the light of abundance, the light of restoration to all the degraded lands in every part of the world. I sent the light of understanding, the light of responsibility and dedication to all the people of the world, that they may wake up and realize their responsibility for the land and appreciate the abundance and resources of our land. Together, we can form a light bomb that can bring not just light, but a deep understanding of the role we need to play as a nation, as a population of the world, in restoring our land to its true state of abundance, beauty, and productivity. I stay in this awareness, radiating like a beacon, ensuring that no corner of the earth, no land on the earth, and every soul on the earth experiences this light of hope. Particularly in the desert areas where the land is arid, barren, I'm there. Taking a deep breath, I return my attention to the space where I stand or sit or lie, but become determined to let this light of divinity spread in the world every day and every moment of every day. Thank you. So we have reached the end of the program. Thank you for spending the time with us. And I hope you actually enjoyed learning about the work that is being done in hydroponics in South Africa. Hydroponics is very popular around the world, and it's such an easy method in which we can grow very nutritious food crops in small spaces, but without much soil, making for a good, nutritious diet for everyone. Also, I hope that during the meditation commentaries, you were able to follow and to spread that vibration of the power of silence and serenity out into the world. It will be our pleasure to welcome you on the second Sunday of September for our next episode of Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall. I wish to thank you once more and to encourage you to take 3 to 5 minutes every day to spread that vibration of peace, of silence and serenity out into the world, and especially to the people of the Sahel and to those working on the Great Green Wall of Africa. I bid you farewell. Take care, and we will meet again next month. Om Shanti.